Hi there everyone, welcome to another ORAS Wi-Fi battle. This is a battle I had against the semi-famous YouTuber Mulvone. I've battled him before, but this is how it went. I was able to catch him on his stream when he started, so able to get a battle quite easily. So, this is a standard OU battle, so I bring my standard OU/UU team, my preferred team. So I lead off with a Nancy here. I want to get up that sticky web. Goes for the Stone Edge, does quite a lot of damage. But I hold on with the Focus Sash, and I'm able to get the sticky web up. Now, I figure a Nancy might be useful for later in the battle, so I decide to switch it out here and preserve it. I know if I switch in Nelly, she should take very little damage from anything Landorus wants to throw at me. Goes for the Stone Edge. And yep, does practically nothing. I figure he's probably going to switch here, so I decide to go for the knockoff. And yep, switches out into the Pickles Ferrothorn, which Donphan normally wouldn't be able to do much against. But getting a knockoff is good, even if I take that extra damage. But we see it is not Rocky Helmet, it is Leftovers. Fine by me. But I'm switching out here. I figure he's probably going to want to go for a Leech Seed, so I'll go into Ichijuji, who is immune to that. I do have the hidden power Fire, but I'm going to need to power myself up at least once before going for it, which is a bit worrying because that'll give him a chance to do damage or switch out. But yep, go straight for the damage, and it does a very decent chunk. Yep, off goes the hidden power, he didn't switch out, and it dies. So in comes Ice Tea, and I'm wondering, would I be able to live an attack? I'm not sure, I doubt it, but I'm going to risk it anyway. Goes for the U-turn, perhaps expecting me to switch out there, but it takes me out. Unfortunate, but I now have the switch advantage. I know what he's going to switch into, so I can choose whatever I like to go with it. Sorry if there's a bit of a weird lag noise with regards to the music, I don't know why that is. So in comes Bertha. Good matchup for me, I believe. And I see that I outspeed, which is always excellent. He was quite surprised. And we see why I outspeed, because it is a bulky wall Garchomp with Toxic. Unfortunate, but Bertha should be able to one-hit KO the thing. But he switches out. However, into a Dragon, that's fine considering I use the strongest ice move in the game. Does a very lovely amount of damage. And I have that left over, so Toxic isn't doing too much to me right now. I'm fairly competent, I should be able to survive, confident, I should be able to survive anything Latios wants to throw at me, and we see it is the Draco Meteor. But thanks to Bertha's mighty natural special defense, I'm able to tank that quite well, and get another Blizzard off, finishing it off. Mulvone the whole time was like, whoa, how are you hitting all these Blizzards? It's like, coil, coil, but I'm not sure if he read the chat and ever saw. But now Bertha's health is getting pretty low. Might want to sack her off now. But we see the Firefly, which is an excellent matchup for me. Perhaps he's thinking he could live a Scald. But I'm not using Scald, I'm using Hydro Pump. Which, lucky for him, he does just survive. Gets the Giga Drain off, but that is not going to be enough to do anything to Bertha. Or, well, it's enough to kill it, but it's not enough to restore that much HP. So here I send in Kira, knowing that once I've Mega Evolved, I'll outspeed. And it probably doesn't have Will-O-Wisp, it probably just has Fiery Dance or something, so I should be able to survive any hit from it. So I decide to go for the Bulk Up. Ups my attack and defense, which is excellent, and we see the Fiery Dance. I reckon this shouldn't do over half. And it doesn't, thanks to my large special defense. And now, thanks to Mega Evolving, my attack and speed have increased dramatically. And I'm able to hit it with a non-contact physical move, Psycho Cut, making sure I don't get burned by that Flame Body ability. So in comes Ice-T, which I think may be Scarfed and may outspeed me. And we see that yes, it is Scarfed. Sorry about that lag, I don't know why that's happening. But yep, I'm able to survive thanks to my defense boost and get the Ice Punch off, finishing Landorus off. So out comes Starmie, which I figure is probably just going to want to go for the Rapid Spin. So I just go for Drain Punch just in case, which should allow me to survive a Rapid Spin. But surprise, surprise, goes straight for the Scald, wanting to finish me off. Understandable, I'm a big threat, but now I can switch in something to try and stop him from going for the Rapid Spin. The exact reason why I saved Anansi earlier. So I go for the Thunder because I want to make sure that thing dies. In retrospect, that was probably a bad idea. I should have just gone for Bug Buzz, since it would have been super effective. And it wouldn't have, and you know, it wouldn't have been non-effective like the Thunder was on Garchomp here. Does a nice chunk of damage, but Anansi goes down to the Earthquake. Strange, these big moves are lagging out my system. In comes Nelly. And I think, is he going to bother switching here? Goes for the Toxic, quite unfortunate. And I get the knockoff off. And we see the Rough Skin and yes, the Rocky Helmet damage. If Ferrothorn didn't have the Rocky Helmet, then it's no surprise that Garchomp did. I did hope he would have switched into Starmie, but yep, considering he didn't switch, he read me quite well here, and I went for the Ice Shard. Which of course does nothing to Starmie, and Starmie is now going to outspeed me. Starting to think I'm having pretty bad luck now, there's a good chance I'll lose. Goes for a Scald or a Rapid Spin. Scald to finish off Nelly. Now I think my last Pokemon is Florges. Yep, Florges, Titania. So I'll let loose with the Moonblast, and it does a nice amount of damage, and they go for the Toxic. Very surprising. I figured his way to kill me here would have been to go for a Rapid Spin and have his Garchomp outspeed me. But that's not the case. I now know I'll outspeed this Pokemon and the Garchomp to secure victory. Very good battle though. Down to our last Pokemon each. He was very surprised that my Titania and Milotic were speedy, but Milotic is max speed modest and Florges is max speed timid. I figure its special defense makes it bulky enough to be a special wall, so I just go for the special attack and speed. So this is a special defense tank, able to hit very hard with its special attack. And takes down Garchomp easily, securing the battle. And it was good to battle against another famous YouTuber again, and yeah, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed.